friends, welcome back to my channel. My name is Ashley and I'm a homeschooling mom of 4. If you're new here, I've been sharing my homeschooling journey on YouTube now for a little over 3 years, and so there is an arsenal of information available for you on my channel. Today I am going to be sharing with you guys my kids' homeschool routines and flows. It is probably the #1 question I get asked is how do I schedule my kids' work? And I've shared before, but I've never made a video with the title. And so I wanted to do that for you guys today because I know a lot of you are out there planning your homeschooling year, and this is hands down the question I get asked the most. And I really think it is a very important part of homeschooling, especially homeschooling multiple children. So I have my kids' freshly printed homeschool routines and flows right here for their daily individual work. So I will be sharing with you guys what they say. I'll be kind of explaining why I order it the way that I do. And then I go ahead and place these in my children's binders, their homeschool binders. Now, I did a video on what I keep in there and what those are for. It'll either be up before or after this, so if you're looking for some information on that, look for that video. But today we're just going to be talking about these schedules, flows, I prefer to call them, and why we have them and kind of the rhyme and reason of why I order them the way that I do. So if you're interested in that, I want to point out is that I do not call these schedules. And the reason why I don't call these schedules is because there are no times on them. You'll see. Let's see. No times. And the reason why there's no time is because homeschool in my life is flexible. Sometimes we start at 7 o'clock. Sometimes we start at 12:30. It just depends on the day. So I don't like to put the time down because I know that I or my children are not going to be sticking to a timed schedule. And for me, we do one lesson per day, and then on the next day, we do the next lesson. So I do not say we're spending 45 minutes on math and we're spending 30 minutes on reading. I don't put that out there. It's just the next lesson on the next day. Now, some things I do write down specifically on here what I want them to do. For example, chapters of reading. And so I do specify that, but there's not times on here because I don't operate on a timed homeschool schedule. And for their subjects, some days it takes them 10 minutes, some days it takes them 2 hours. So that is where having a timed schedule would be really, really difficult because you don't know how long it's actually going to take. So I don't like times for that reason. So none of my kids' flows have times on them. The next thing I want to mention is that I just type these up myself. I did not follow a template. I do not follow a format. This is just the order that I like to do my homeschool in and the order that works best for each of my kids. Like I said at the beginning of the video, I just type these up and I print them out and I put them in a plastic sheet protector and I put them in my kids' binders. At the beginning of a new school year, my kids do look at these to see what they need to do next. But they only look at them for about a month and then they've got it memorized, the order that they go in. And the reason why that is beneficial as a homeschooling mom of 4 is because I've got older kids and I've got 2 younger kids. And so my older kids are not waiting on me to provide them with the next thing that they need to do every single day. They just know it, and it creates and motivates and fosters independent learning, not because I don't want to teach them. So if you're going to comment something like that, save it. But it lets them be motivated because they know what the next thing is that they need to do, and they just move on down at their own pace, and they are not waiting on me to say, okay, sweetheart, now go on to this, or okay, I want you to do another page of that. They know. And I find that keeping this the same for the entire school year is very, very, very beneficial. So I will read to you my oldest daughter. She will be in 7th grade. Her daily routine for school is what it says. The first thing we have is family Bible time and individual devotional. Then we have morning basket, which includes history, science, calendar, the pledge, memory work. And so memory work could be scripture memorization, or it could be a quote from history that they're learning, but we spend time doing that. Then we have a snack break after that. Then on her sheet, Monday, a typing lesson. Then she moves on to her journal entry or creative writing entry, and it says 1 page per day, so she knows what to do. Then we reach Wordly Wise, 4 pages per day. And then she has her individual silent reading, 2 chapters per day. And I'm going to stop right there. There's more, but I'm going to pause for a moment. So you'll notice that on that flow, after her snack time, she's got 4 things that she can do completely independently, which is the time where I am working with my younger ones in a flipped order. So their independent work goes at the end, and their beginning work are the subjects that they need my assistance with, like language arts, so I can teach them, and math, so I can teach them. So my younger ones are flipped of this, and my older 2 are exactly identical. Following her individual silent reading, next on her flow is a language arts lesson, 1 per day. That includes geography, spelling, and her grammar rule card memorization. Then after that, she moves into Spanish. That is 1 lesson per day. Math, 1 lesson per day. And then on Tuesdays, she has piano practice for 30 minutes. That is something we knew we are trying, so we'll see how that is working out. But I have assigned each of them a different day where they will be designated to using the keyboard that we got, because obviously I don't have 4 keyboards and I have 4 kids, and so they each need a day to practice that. So like I said, my son, my next one, who is in 6th grade, his order, his flow is exactly the same as his sister's because they're only a grade apart. And then my younger 2, after their snack break, once we're done with morning basket, we start with their subjects that they need my help with, and then their independent things that they do, like handwriting, explode the code, Wordly Wise, and their journals. Those go at the end, so that way I'm able to assist my older 2 in that time frame. So that is how I write out my kids' flows and schedules. So I do not go through the homeschool year and say on January 27th, we will be doing lesson 122 in language arts. I don't do that. I just do the next lesson on the next day. And I've been doing this now 5 years, and it works out wonderfully. I don't ever have to go and reformulate my whole plan or my whole schedule because someone got sick and we got behind or anything like that. So these flows and routines have worked wonderfully for me. That's why I keep doing them in this way. So I hope that this video helps you guys understand how I do that, how I schedule. We just do the next lesson on the next day, and I plan out our school weeks, but I do not write in lessons, and I do not operate off of a timed homeschool schedule. So let me know if you guys have any more questions down in the comments below. I'll be happy to answer them, and give me a thumbs up before you guys go, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye guys.